Welcome back, everybody, to another wonderful and wacky episode of Mr. Numbskull 96. Now, today is Thursday, and that means I'm going to be answering your questions. Yeah. Let's get into it. Okay, so the first question, the next couple of questions are from Mr. Squareheart. Thank you, Mr. Squareheart, for asking questions, and thank you for your comments. Honestly, man, thank you. Or woman, or whichever you are. Anyway, thank you. Alright, so Mr. Squareheart asks, do you like sports? Do you play any good sports? I like sports, okay? Don't get me wrong, sports are fun. I don't really, it doesn't exactly, hype me up, except for Super Bowl. That one really hypes me up. Especially when the entire family gets together and has a huge barbecue, and everybody in the entire room is just, go, 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 yeah! You know what I mean? Anyway, so that's the only time that sports actually excites me, is when it's Super Bowl for football. Soccer doesn't exactly excite me. I mean, I used to play soccer when I was really, really young, but it was an extremely rainy season that year, and I did not want to play in the rain. I didn't really like the rain then. Still don't kind of like the rain, but oh well. And no, I don't play any sports. Unless you're talking about flag football, then yeah, I'll play it. But really, there's not really any sport that I play, unless you're thinking that fishing is playing a sport. Because technically, fishing is technically a sport. So, anyway, no, I don't play any sports. Yes, I like sports. Yeah, that's that question. There's your answer. All right, so next questions are from Mr. Squareheart. And I believe that he was asking questions to my I Think We're Lost video. Now, the I Think We're Lost video, it's very fun. You should go ahead and take a look at that if you haven't already. So, me and a friend of mine were heading to Logan, but we had to go through Preston, Idaho to get there. So, it just happens that we had to take the long way around. So, I was wondering why it was taking so long, so I thought that we were lost. And so I made a video about probably 12 minutes before, let's see, about 10 minutes before we got there. And so the questions, I'm pretty sure, relate to that. So, first question is, are you over there? From Mr. Squareheart, meaning Preston. Well, we got there. I'm not there now. No. I'm in a way better little area than Preston, Idaho. So, next question regarding this. Did you go left at the sign? Now, there were quite a few signs, but they were mainly speed limit signs caution signs and one sign that says "Do not pass." I honestly don't understand those. I think it's "Do not pass other cars while on this stretch of road." That's just my guess. Hey, I haven't taken the driver's license test. I don't have a license yet. I don't even have a car yet. But I'm about to get a car soon. I'm about to get a license. Hopefully. Anyway, are you ever going to make it here? Asked Mr. Squareheart. Probably meaning Preston. Yeah, we got there. We got there eventually. Took a little while, but we got there. And last question regarding this video. Could you turn right when you are happy? Honestly, I'm not exactly sure what that means. But if you're actually like meaning the direction right, that's my right. Maybe left to you guys. That is a huge moth. Huge moth. Holy crap. Anyway, I'm sitting in front of a huge window right now, watching this ginormous moth just hit the darn thing. Anyway, so if you're meaning the direction right when I am happy, I don't know, it depends if the food is that way. Because food always seems to make me happy. But or could I turn like in a good mood when I'm or something? I don't freaking know. I'm sorry. I don't think I can answer that one. Thank you though for asking a question, but I'm sorry. Most of the questions that I see on comments, some of them I can't answer. I mean, a lot of people do that. But anyway, there's that one. And final set of questions. And on this page, we have two people. One, Mr. Squareheart, and two, friend of mine. Nice friend of mine. Very, very nice friend of mine. She's awesome. Anyway, so, Mr. Squareheart, asking me, do you ever walk around your house with no clothes on? No, I don't. Because I don't live in a house. Yet. I live in condos, kind of an apartment complex. So, not the best idea. No. Plus, I'm never really home alone. There's really nothing to do here anyway without cash, which I don't have. Anyway, next question from Mr. Squareheart. Should fun just be in the park? Well, you could have fun with your family in your house. You can have fun with your family at a museum. You can have fun with your family at an aquarium, at a theater. Unless you're thinking of something else, then that is a bit interesting, wherever you think is fine. Anyway, next question. Could you run 6 miles? I was surprised that I could even run 2 miles one time when I was late for school. But no, I can't run 6 miles. I could probably run 1, since I haven't really ran for a very long period of time, for a while. I haven't ran a long distance for a while. More like that clarifies. But I don't know. Maybe if I build it up, I probably could. Screw me. Alright, so next question. Do you have a girlfriend? No. I'm single. Oh well. Anyway, next question. Do you play video games? Yes, I do. I do play video games, and if you look at one of my videos called called 321 Goof Off, I think it's called. It was a little while ago. I am playing Grand Theft Auto 5 online, and yeah, that's one of the games that I play. I like to play Call of Duty if I possibly can. I am about to get more games, but with a new PlayStation. I use PlayStation, and only PlayStation. Only reason I would actually get Xbox is for Halo, and I actually enjoy Halo. But just the original series, no Halo Wars, nothing like that. Just Halo. Alright. Does the right question make you do more? If you're meaning explaining more, then probably. But it all depends on what question you're really asking. Like, for instance, like I just said, if it's explaining. If you ask a question where I have to explain, then yeah, I explain a little bit more depending on the question that I have to explain. But it all depends on the question, really. Yeah, so, let's see. Do you think left is better than right? Well, I am a right-handed person, but really, depending on what kind of left or right you're talking about, like as in direction, it doesn't matter to me. If there's food to the right, right is better. If there's food to the left, left is better. If there's a very cute dog to the right, right is better. If there's a very cute dog to the left, left is better. It all depends. And if you're talking about writing or using your left or right hand, it all depends on the situation. Such as, well, everyday things like writing or just picking your frickin' nose. I prefer right hand since I'm a righty. If it's like fixing things, that all depends on what situation you have. Then you have to use either both hands or whatever hand you can. So that answers that one. Do you like to shave? Which is the last question from Mr. Squareheart. I do. It's a real pain in the arse, but I do like to shave. Now, the problem with shaving with me is that when all this is gone, I look like I'm underage. I'm 20 years old, and when I shave, I look like I'm 17. So, really, it's like the worst idea for me to shave around this town. Because during the summer, the cops are non-stop, because there are probably 3 bars within a 4-block radius. And they really get after those guys, and they don't like people being out after curfew that are underage. If you're above 18, then it's a bit more lenient. But if you look or are under 18, then it's this huge ordeal. But that's why I don't really shave very much. That's why in a lot of my videos you'll see me with a mustache and a beard, or like my Christmas video, just the Stark stuff. Tony Stark stuff. So, thank you, Mr. Squareheart, for asking those questions, and I am looking forward to answering more of your questions. And guys, please, more people ask questions. Doesn't matter. And I have one more person to answer. So, let's do it. All right. This is from Ambrosia Link. Ambrosia, I really have a hard time figuring out how to pronounce your last name. I really do. I've been having a hard time since you changed it. Since you've told me your last name. But, anyway, Ambrosia asks, and this is in all capitals, like none other, and she put, like, maybe 13 exclamation marks after the first little bit of it. So this is all in capitals. I must know, when do I get a visit? Whenever I can. I'm sorry, Ambrosia. I'm sorry I can't visit you at the moment. Anyway, that's the only way I can answer that, Ambrosia. I'm sorry. I can't visit you whenever I want to. It's mainly because I don't have a car and I have a 24/7 job that I'm barely even have enough time to pick my own boogers and flick them. I barely even have time to look at my frickin' watch. And yes, it's a Mickey Mouse watch. I love them. Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't have enough time, really. But I am going to be in Utah next month for a little bit. I don't know how long. I don't think I'll have enough time to even visit either. But anyway, I'll try. I'll let you know when I can. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked it, please smash the like button to all high heaven. And if you haven't subscribed already, please make sure to subscribe. And just go ahead and share this with everybody that you can think of. Doesn't matter if you even know the person. Doesn't matter if you hate the person. Doesn't matter if you love the person. And it doesn't matter if that person is your old great granny. Just make sure you share this with anybody you possibly can. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. I will see you in the next video. And